You know what? You know what I think we'll do? I think we're gonna watch. A lot of people have wanted me to look at this. I'm gonna watch one of these. It's so fucking good. Oh no, I know a lot of people like it.
The other day I logged onto League of Legends for a typical day of work on the Rift.
Mommy's milk? Ooh, wow. That guy's way better than he is. Did he buy that gear on the store? Jesus. I need to play that character.
But instead of
if I ever play
following
this
my
game.
usual pattern of asking for more pain, today was different. Why stay in this 15-year abusive relationship when there are other attractive candidates on the market?
Why stay in a 15-year abusive relationship when you can get in a 19-year abusive relationship?
I needed a break and just had to decide on which game to play. A game that was made in 2008 before the era of ChatGPT tricking me into thinking I've been talking to real women was the game I needed, and just to double down on the amount of time I would be wasting by doing this, I would also be playing the hardcore version of the game.
Jesus.
Which outside of a word I type into many search bars is also a mode of this MMO.
Oh, by the way, this was totally Ozzy's fault. He completely fucked this up. There's no reason that he should have done this. He was getting targeted by the gays, but he couldn't stop executing. He died on purpose, and he fucking deserved it.
If your character dies, you are done.
See that?
And all the
He's
time
attacking.
you spent on it goes to shit. What could go
That's
wrong?
what you get.
I knew that a no-name who goes by Soda Papa or something would be creating a streamer guild with Mr. Kiff, which was clearly going well.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
I know. 3, does he understand? Does he f***ing understand? You're both at fault. You are both at fault.
Yeah.
I do not give a Why?
He is a coward.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to go out.
And I figured I'm a regular to the big stream world, so I'd shoot my
Hard
shot.
stuck stream 2 years ago.
Guy? Is it the League Rav guy? I don't know who the fuck Rav.
I told him I was kind of a big deal in the most toxic community online, to which he said, bad player at this.
All right, I've seen enough. This is good enough. All right, Rav, you're in the guild. Welcome.
So it was set. Don't worry, during the days I will still be
God.
clocking my hours making League of Legends videos. After all, I need that Raid Shadow Legends bag, but at night I will be going by a different identity. A dwarf hunter, aka the class most associated with people who have room temperature IQs, but they get to tame a pet, and according to data only 1% of them actually survive until max level, so they get to tame a pet. And
I think this is about what a classic WoW hunter would look like. Like, if I were to imagine, like, who plays a hunter in classic WoW in the year 2023, it would be this guy. There he is. He's right there.
according to data only 1% of them actually survive
Hunters
until
suck.
max level, so there was only one thing left to do.
Porofessor is an in-game desktop app. Once the game starts, Porofessor scouts your opponents.
Oh no, 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 it's happening. Oh no. Bro, like, am I gonna have to watch ads? That's the first ad I've gotten in a long time, man. Time for premium. I'm gonna buy YouTube Premium today. I'm gonna have to buy it.
I spawn into what I can only imagine the inside of Charlie Sheen's nostril looks like, but I'm freezing my wet dick off, so I talk to my homeboy Stan, who is all like, prove you're not a pussy by killing a few wolves in the area and I'll give you a pair of mittens, which seems like a task and reward combo on par with my pledging a fraternity days back in college, so it should be a cakewalk.
Okay, he got it. He's doing pretty well. This is good. Yeah, he's leveling. Good.
I popped my level up cherry in the process.
I actually feel like the way that people attack in League, where they do an attack and then they run back and then they do another attack, I actually think Hunter is a great transition to that. Because, like, you have to wait, do your shot, then move back and do your shot again. It's actually a very, very easy transition.
To which it's customary to say ding in guild chat, and if you don't, you are doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone congratulates me, then homie Stan gives...
Oh, I remember. Wait. Shadow people. Whatever happened to... Guys, whatever happened to Shadow people? Oh, man. Whatever happened to him? Oh, he died. Oh, man. That sucks.
Congratulates me, then homie Stan gives me my reward for euthanizing the ragged bitches. I picked up a cute dress in the process, so I was practically ready to start competing in women's sports. Then we got down to business. Some of the local lazy as fuck townsfolk were like, we've got one hell of a trog problem.
Yeah, I
Rumor
killed
is
him.
Donna, one of the old dwarfs, had an ugly ass baby decades ago and they just left it out in the cold, but its ugly gene mutated, the thing replicated, and now there's these little short ape looking fuck faces that the dudes back at the village don't want
Yeah, these guys do look like weird, ugly dwarves, don't they?
anywhere near their wives, and it was now my problem to deal with these ugly assholes swinging femur
Yeah,
bones at
fuck
me.
them.
I run into a few dudes who set up camp out in the woods. I'm thinking to get a little nuts to butt
There you
snuggling
go.
by the
There you
campfire,
go.
Brokeback
Yeah.
Mountain style, but he whose last name describes his facial hair tells me he triple dog dares me to genocide the village of trolls over there. He says if I get close enough I will see that they are taller than us, fitter than us, and they sound Jamaican, so they are probably good in bed and he can't have them near his wife. But despite me being concerned over why all these dudes are so insecure about their sex lives, I oblige nabbing me a bit of a slaughter sesh.
Okay.
He's like, dope, fist bump, here's an axe, which would be cool if I wasn't a hunter, where 90% of my attacks come from my gun, which coincidentally
See, you need to be ready to melee as a hunter. You need to be prepared. If you've got to do a melee, you just do it. Like, I hate this idea that some hunters have where it's like, I don't melee. No, bro, like, even min-maxing as a hunter, you melee weave. So yeah, wing clip proc, yeah. You need to train defense, yeah, absolutely. See, like, there's so many people that, like, play Classic that don't understand anything about the fucking game. And it's honestly, it makes me mad to see it.
is named the same thing I call my side chick's ass.
Think that's funny, do ya?
Anyways, I meet my first sensei. He teaches me how to
Good one.
poison bitches, among other things. I'm all like, wax on,
Yeah.
wax the fuck off, homie, before I have my first interaction with a female.
See, if I was able to play the game completely solo, I would make a hunter, and I would try to solo every single elite quest at, like, level appropriate. But I feel like I can't really do that. In hardcore, that would be really fun to do.
She wasn't the one. Then after eliminating the population of nearly every race that could have sex with the native dwarves' wives, I just have to kill one last troll.
Yeah.
Now as a league player, I'm not accustomed to the idea of other players wanting to help each other accomplish a common goal, but I give it a
I'm not used to that as a WoW player either, to be fair.
go and invite them to my party. The assassination of Grick near the cold goes smooth as shit, and to that I want to thank these homeboys Sabur and Penis Veins for their assistance. But at this point I'm feeling like I'm growing out of my small town roots.
Yeah.
I'm able to pull so many trogs at once. I'm more outnumbered than a young Riley Reid on a casting couch, and after being able to finish each one of them off with ease, I figure it's time to visit Sensei one more time, tell him I'm out this bitch, and take my talents to the South Beach. Or any
Isn't this crazy how, like, this is all done with an AI voice and it's still entertaining? This is the future. People are becoming outdated, overrated, and just boring. We don't need people.
where away from this cum dumpster wasteland of a starting zone. Turns out the only way out of my incest-ridden hometown is through some supposedly deadly tunnel, as every Tom, Dick, and Harry is warning me against walking
Oh, yeah.
I can't get through the pass myself. The trogs in the tunnel are extremely hostile.
through. So needless to say, my ass cheeks were clenched going in.
Yes, they should be. Oh. Oh.
Turns out some bald Chad paved the way, and outside of
Nice.
running away from one ugly wife fucker, I don't see why that midget was so scared. Anyways, a
Yeah, what a
streamer named
loser.
after Deli Meats taught me that I can tag mobs and then have
He's gonna
this
get his
9
pet,
to 5
right?
pencil pusher do all the work to kill them while I get all the credit, which
Wow, that's streamer POV.
is hashtag capitalism.
Look
As
at
you can
that.
see, I exploited this dumb shit face for a while until he eventually caught on and stopped helping.
No shot, bro. You need to pay him
The
again.
gamer in me flamed the NPC, and then instant karma hit as my first real fight on this side of the tunnel was looking like
Oh.
my last.
See, people don't understand boars. Nobody understands boars. Well, I do. Now, I'll tell you something. Boars have a charge, and if they're far enough away from you, they'll do the charge, which will make them run faster and make their next attack do more damage. Think of it as like a heroic strike. Like they cue a heroic strike if they get too far away from you. So you don't want to kite a boar. You just have to kill him. E-Rob didn't know that. That's why he died. Ooh. One more hit kills him. One more hit kills him. Bro, this guy almost died at level 6.
Not even close, baby. Then I hit the town, gave all the cousins their love letters from the pussies on the other side, and I was ready to continue my quest in the new land.
First close call. Status survived. There you go. Holy shit. I need to figure this out. I really need to figure out, bro. This shit's making me mad. I gotta buy
now,
YouTube
small
Premium.
travel tip if you've never been to Carranos.
I never had this shit happen to me before.
These were some of the most lazy drunken fucks I've ever met. They had me running around doing dog shit errands for them, like picking up the box of condoms that innkeeper Balim left at the campsite. Real boring stuff, and I was planning to leave and hit up that forest with the tall...
This cave kills people. I've seen so many people die at this cave, and it's funny every single time.
...chicks when I saw the most beautiful piece of ass in a Yeti cave.
Oh my god.
It was instant chemistry.
Hey girl. Wow, you're hot. Oh my god. Want to be my girlfriend? Sure, babe.
That is until she got some of daddy's bag, and then I was
Christ.
practically invisible to her, so I knew just the way to get
Bro,
her
bitches these days, man. They only want you for your money.
attention. Put myself in danger in a one-life version of the game, so she has to save me.
Yeah,
it didn't
for
work,
sure.
and I've deemed tall Queen Sarah a gold-digging bitch because of it. Anyways, I'm...
Bro. They wrote a song about that. It said these hoes aren't loyal. That's just how it is.
met a dude named Tundra who had a tall ass. He left a box of nudes in a cave, and now some perverted elite Yeti was puppy guarding them.
Hoes ain't
As a
loyal.
level
True.
8, if something like this even touched me, I would be dazed, dead, and
Hold on,
dicked
Spirit.
over with a pissed off Papa Soda to report to, so I really only had one option.
Why do people
But I
die
had
in
a
this
plan.
game? It's crazy to me. Just don't get killed. Bro, is he doing it? There you go. Bro, he's taking him all the way around. Oh my god. I'm surprised nobody helped him. Wait, is he lagging?
That's right, even a random normie whispered me in amazement of my raw masculinity, and let's just say the box of Tundra's nudes was secured.
That's actually really cool. I'm going to be honest. For a new player to be able to do that, that's actually kind of impressive. Really. Like, it actually is kind of impressive that a new player did that.
Now to
Quite
all
the
the
pull.
women in my life who said I was awful at finding that right spot, I'll have you know that when it comes to getting beasts to the literal perfect pixel where an NPC will do my work for me, I was a pro. I had my first run-in with a Chinese
There
bot
it
who
is.
stole a chest from me, and then after more mindless questing I hit level 10, which to those of you who didn't waste half your childhood playing this game is a big deal for hunters, because it means
get the
you can
pet.
learn how to domesticate
Yeah.
a beast to be your pet.
There it is.
First you have to prove yourself fit to be a father to sensei by adopting a few temporary bastards, which is kind of like in middle school where they give you that crying doll as a lesson to teach you to use condoms, and in some cases here I even had to deal with the
Did you guys have that happen? I remember they only gave the girls the doll. Because, like, I guess they just assumed the guy would just, like, fucking just go off and let her be a single mom. So, like, for girls, like, yeah, they had to deal with it. But, like, all the guys, I remember even we would make fun of them. It was like 7th or 8th grade, some shit like that. Bro, we had kids getting pregnant in my middle school. That's how fucked up where I went was. My high school had a daycare.
jealous best friend. Once I
Yep.
proved myself a
Oh, yeah.
responsible parent, it was time to find my soulmate, and I already knew what I wanted.
He wants a boar? Ooh, for that attack. There it is. Nice.
A fucking pig. I named my big black pig
Ass
Howie, and
dicks.
with that, a
Oh.
new lifelong adventure was about to blossom. A short King Ginger, and the thing that would ultimately be responsible for wiping the guild in a raid.
Probably true.
Do you seek a life of adventure?
Yeah, I would
to
say
be
so.
brave and bold.
Holy fuck.
Perhaps you seek
That was actually really funny.
For ultimately be responsible.
Yeah, you just look at him and you know he's a piece of shit. You just know him. Yeah, there it is. All right. Yeah, I'll try to watch one. I'll watch one of these every day, okay, guys? I'll watch one of them every day. This is really funny. One more? All right, I'll watch one more today. 10 days sober of League of Legends. Wow. That's special.
Attention gamers, previously on my break from playing one trash game to playing another trash game, I made a dwarf hunter without eyelids and applied to join Sodapoppin's guild, consisting of some of the internet's biggest streamers, some of the most famous pairs of paywall tits, and some other incompetent bumbling muppets.
You actually killed me, you
My new friends were initially hesitant to watch my journey.
Join Soda Czar's OnlyFans guild. Here's the first episode documenting the journey.
Oh god, Rav made a video.
Attention gamers.
Uh-oh.
Are we watching this?
But they all left episode 1 a
this?
satisfied customer.
Bro, this is such good editing and
Yeah,
such a good script, man.
I spawned into Coldridge Butthole, defended the local dwarfs against the ugly evolved Harambes trying to bang their wives, and completed arguably the hardest challenge in hardcore WoW, making it to level 10 on a hunter. I enslaved a black pig named him Howie, and together we were ready to continue our journey, as the only Fangs Guild member to still not have received his invite to the f***ing guild Discord server.
I'm not even in the Discord. I'm not in the Discord. Like, this is what I think is going to happen. I think that, realistically, people will die at 60. And I think that most of the streamers that die at 60 will not re-level. Like, if Miz dies at 60, Sinak is going to have to be leveling that character overnight. Okay? Like, that's just how it is. He's going to have to be working his fucking ass off. So, like, my thing is, like, I think that I will win and I will get a raid spot just by being there. Because so many people are going to die or do something stupid in UBRS or do something stupid in BRD. Anything like that. No way Miz gets to 60 without dying. Well, I mean, to be fair, he's already died multiple times. But yeah. Miz will die or kill Emmy again today? Oh yeah, probably.
Me and Howie were now ready to tear this Narnia wasteland a new asshole when I realized I was...
My guild, Roach Out, I've decided that we're going to start raiding. So we will be recruiting high-level players and getting ready to raid. The reason why we will be raiding is because I want to watch their raids on, like, Discord or through a stream. And I want to watch them fuck up. That's the reason. I'm just doing it for content.
Missing something.
Wait a minute!
Turns out these entitled swine can actually run away. This just pissed me off, and I knew things would have to change. No more cute nicknames for my kids, no more soft parenting. As someone who grew up in the 90s and is now playing an old dated version of World of Warcraft in his 30s, I'd say I turned out fine, so nothing but tough love for my pig son moving forward. I made him kill his family as punishment for my first son leaving me. But I soon found out I have to keep these stupid animals happy by feeding them, and apparently the only way to do that is to go into this Lord of the Rings looking man-made...
I remember my mom was playing the game in like vanilla WoW, and she made a hunter, maybe it was like TBC, and like the pet stopped liking her and it started attacking her, and I remember she felt like legitimately fucking betrayed. Like, how could he possibly fucking do this to me? Like, this game, like, this should never have happened to me. She was actually mad.
Mountain asshole to visit Bella, a California 2 out of 10 at best, to teach you how to put food in your little fuck's mouth.
You will now be able to feed your pet.
She also taught him how to growl, which meant that no beast would ever attack me again.
Except, yeah.
Turns out, similar to me having abilities, these swine flu spreaders can learn some too, except the process to get them is the most convoluted bullshit ever.
Yeah, it's really fucking
You have
annoying.
to pay to put your own child in daycare, then you have to do research on what wild animals can teach you skills, as if this is some religious Avatar The Last Airbender bullshit lore.
That's so dumb.
So I finally find a bear and start to tame him so that I can learn.
They just go and kill his bear.
You get back here, you make all the...
Hey, whoa. Whoa. That's a fucking multi-boxer. Those are fucking bots, man. Look at them.
I want
Then I have to find a whole different species to tame so that I can teach my own remedial child how to bite, and apparently the only type of wolves that know this are the starving kind who have watched way too much Mean Girls movies growing up that they only patrol in groups. I had to execute 200 IQ strategies to divide and conquer the group straight Napoleon style, kill off Regina George, and then ultimately tame the orphan basic bitch all so that it could teach me bite and I could train Howard. Except for the fact that he didn't want to learn bite and he was too stupid to learn claw.
Yeah,
I had to build something
bitch.
called loyalty level before he would use his fucking mouth, so I made him genocide his entire family.
Wait, really? All this stuff is in Classic WoW? I didn't even realize that you had to do all of this. That's so fucking annoying.
Time he would be hungry, I would feed him the meat of his dead relatives until finally, the walking piece of bacon learned how to bite.
There it is.
So in 45 minutes of making zero progress on my own journey, I taught an entitled pig how to bite. Great game design, Blizzard.
Yeah,
now if you
thank
paid
you.
attention in history class you know about the famous shot heard round the world, but if you didn't, it sounded like this. And this.
Yep.
And this. And I was sick of my ears bleeding after only 11 levels of this, so I made a deal with a pig-tailed midget to send me to the land of the big sexy elves where this tall drink of milk taught me how to use bows so the classic WoW
There you
ASMR could commence.
Sweet and sour sauce on my pussy.
She also told me a chode with a seemingly made up name in the Forge of Irons can teach me how to hold the big axes, so I made a quick stop at Bullywhiff's place on the way home. Supposedly there's a sophisticated subway system in this game that is safe as long as you don't make eye contact with the homeless hoodlums down there, and the ride is full of dank scenery.
Oh, they've
This
got
took me
Nessie
to
in there.
Goldshire, the town known for being the biggest hangout place for players, for its appearance in a South Park episode, and for housing the most cringeworthy role-playing scenarios. But as I was just taking Howard for his morning walk, because I now know
It's
that
crazy how people still do RP in Goldshire. Like, if you go to Moonguard right now, there will be people RPing in Goldshire.
little shitter will run away
I'm
if I don't
serious.
give him a good life. I stumble across a wanted poster. Hogger, I barely know her.
Good one.
Hogger is basically the final boss for most 9-year-olds' WoW experience. There's only
Well, that actually makes a lot of sense, because isn't this what Miz did whenever he first started playing Classic WoW? He made like a raid to kill Hogger first.
55 creatures who have more kills to their name, and while I wanted to ask for help, I know some guy with perfect hair on the internet would say something stupid about glory if I did, so there was only one thing to do.
Just kite him around the tree.
Oh shit, not good.
Yep. Ooh, go across the river. I'm sure nothing bad will happen there. Oh, you're good. You're good. Damn, I'm gonna be honest. Like, he finessed the fuck out of Hogger. This guy's actually pretty good. Like, I've seen people that played the game 15 years couldn't figure this shit out.
I officially
up.
beat
Yeah, he
World
did.
of Warcraft.
Yeah, I should invite him to my guild.
But turns out Hogger has jack shit on the concept of caves when it comes to casualties in this game. The problem here is you can just walk and dip your toes in the murder scene for a bit, and then you turn back around and guess who's back?
Yeah, there it is. Hyper spawns.
Many great men before me have failed
Ooh,
here,
what a
but the guy in
loser.
town needed those boxes of Hillary Clinton's emails, and I'm not a pussy.
Everybody, every time that somebody in our guild dies, everybody in the entire guild is like, "Oh, rip bozo, rest in piss. Oh, we got ourselves a loser." And then everybody's typing like, "Get him out of here. Kick this loser out of the guild. Fuck you, bitch." And then we kick him out of the fucking guild before they can even leave. Before they can even log in. Bro, my guild is the worst. It's so good.
Side
there it
note,
is.
if you run into me in the world and
Sips on
don't
milk.
pet Howard, you are essentially dead to me.
Oh.
Anyways, after a bit of casual everyday small talk with the normies, I was on my way. But here's the thing, I was here, which
Right.
is here, and I needed to get here.
No, you don't.
This meant the next hour of my life would consist of running through tunnels and crossing very dangerous zones.
Oh, 19.
At one
level
point
19,
Howard
that's
fucked around
dangerous.
and most definitely found out.
Oh, hey, it's the way it
Hashtag
goes.
perfect parenting moment. This brought me
They
to
just
the
had to have him
wetlands,
kill
which is not
himself.
only
It's
the
fine.
perfect way to describe a room of women when this chode ungroomed
Ooh.
budget Ed Sheeran walks through the door, but it's also a deadly place for anyone my age to walk through. Thankfully hunters are easy mode, so I had the thing that tells me when I'm about to drive by a cop. Plus I was nuts to butts with this big piece of eye candy the whole time, so I made it with ease. All that was left to do was board the Mayweather, put on my Christopher Columbus cosplay, and I would arrive in the wrong fucking city. After a totally not frustrated Google search, I found the right boat.
Isn't it crazy how you can just look information up on the internet? Because there's a lot of people that I play with that don't know that. I wish they did.
And with it we were at the shores of darkness. Now I guess word got out that a voiceless, faceless League of Legends YouTuber would be making a documentary on this guild's journey, and now all these big shots started joining. Ampy, they could have made a movie about this man's death in hardcore, and it
No, bro. See, like, if you... Let's go back, talk about this. Look at these clowns. Nobody here... See, he took a frostbolt. He wouldn't have died if they had interrupted the frostbolt. This was completely his raid's fault. This was 100% his raid's fault. I went through this frame by fucking frame. You look at all these people. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. Look at these two guys. None of them could interrupt. None of these guys could interrupt. None of the mages could interrupt. You got 4 fucking mages. You can't get a single counter spell out. What the fuck is going on?
Would have sold more copies than Barbie. Then we had Ozzy, a man who knows both the feeling of reaching max level and also dying at max level because he can't keep his damaged dick in his pants.
There it is. See, he knows.
Turns out the seasoned fame boys of HC WoW have something known as streamer bennies, while they tag mobs and then have multiple max level characters kill them at just the right
This is so cringe whenever people do this.
point to give them full experience, resulting in a highly calculated, super optimized, efficient way to level up.
Yeah.
All while I just spent the last 6 minutes wondering who the fuck is dying to a school of fish. But yeah.
What? How do you die to fish? Yeah. What do you mean, says me? Bro, I'm leveling. I'm doing every dungeon. But I do want to say that we might do some more leveling on my Warlock today. And you know what that means, guys. That's right, get your wallets out.
Yeah, some of these streamer Benny strats looked insane. I saw one dude and his friend going full-blown Hitler on some harpies, and this hidden tech got him to level 18 in just over 4 hours.
Yep.
I felt like I was going pretty fast as a level 14, so I had to compare.
Bruh. Ooh, what a loser. Ooh, what a loser, dude. Imagine not leveling in the most efficient way. Bro, like, imagine not min-maxing the game. Like, dude, imagine not playing the game in order to min-max the 19-year-old game and beat it in the most efficient way possible.
I couldn't pinpoint exactly what was holding me up in terms of leveling speed, but the good news was that I was in Darkshore. This place breeds easy quests like Los Angeles breeds porn stars who failed at being actors. You just tickle a few beached whales, tell this bridge chump that his dead wife doesn't want to see him anymore. And it is just an XP orgasm while you are here.
Yep. Oh, that's a lot of levels. God damn.
At one point I ran into Ampy doing his streamer Benny strat, and as a guildie I figured I would go introduce myself.
Hey, Guildy. I'm not very good at first impressions. My mom always said it starts with a joke, so here it goes. What do you call a guild that runs 3 resto druids? A threesome?
He flat out ignored me, so I threw heat his way and later had a chat with Howard where I said, don't you ever let your future fame make you think your own
just didn't even notice it.
Speedrunning goals are more important than laughing at a random guildie's awful joke. That said, I was jealous of his leveling speed, so I figured I would try out his strat. Except the guy who I have killing my mobs didn't know he was part of my strat.
There it is.
That didn't last long.
Bro, you see him tag that? That was
the guy who I have killed.
That was slick.
My mobs did.
See, he saw the fireball.
No, he was part of my strat.
Immediately tags it with an arcane shot. Immediately, bro.
That didn't last long, but I felt bad, and after the little garden gnome told me he had been stuck on this quest for 15 minutes, I invited him, only for him to drag the entire fucking cave down to me while saying, I have problems. This
having probs.
Green-haired ninny Muggins was bad news. He kept trying to dry hump rocks as a bug to get out of the cave faster, and all I wanted to do was be done with him and put anything that happened between us in the past. But Howard and I had business.
There's some people that play this game. I really don't know how, like, they have like a deep fried brain. Like it's like you put a brain in like a like the McDonald's like fries, and you just leave it there for like 15 years, and you take it out, and then you get the way that these people play the game, man.
To attend to on the other side of
Microwave
Azeroth.
brains, yeah.
I entered Westfall with one objective. To find a Defias Trapper. This is known as the most deadly mob in all of hardcore WoW. Outside of falling or drowning, no other thing has taken...
The reason why is because Defias Trappers, whenever you try to run away from them, they do a backstab. And so, like, whenever you're running away, it means you're afraid because you think you're going to die, so your health probably isn't that high. So that's how they get you.
More lives and wasted more virgin's
That's how they
time
get
than a
your ass.
Defias Trapper, and there was only one thing to do.
What? What? Why he do that? What's he doing? He gonna die? What the fuck is he? What the? It really do be like that, huh? And you can tell it's not in slow motion by the speed of the boar. Got him.
I kneeled as victor in front of my defeated opponent, knowing what this momentous event would mean. You are now looking at the most deadly creature in all of Azeroth.
Wow. That was actually really fucking funny. Holy shit, that was way better than I had expected. Yep, tables have turned. Exactly. Yeah, this was really good. I'll link you guys the videos. Make sure to give him a sub, give it a like. I've never seen any of his videos before. These are really funny. I'll watch maybe like 1 or 2 more tomorrow.